Even if you give me $1 billion today versus if I get a chance to be able to really change somebody's life, I would absolutely choose the latter. A kid is 10-year-old, irrespective of anything, उसको 5th standard में ही admission मिलेगा. आपको लगेगा मैं तो सबका अच्छा करने निकला हूँ, मैं तो सबका भला करने निकला हूँ. And you know that is also one of the reasons that I've seen that people leave social entrepreneurship. You want to really find an idea, especially in the social space. You don't focus on finding an idea, you try to find a problem that you really want to solve. After a week I went back just to see that now I'm so happy वो बच्चे भीख मांग रहे थे, वो स्कूल जा रहे होंगे. Such a big transformation that has happened. Out of 13 kids, Namrata, 8 बच्चों ने drop out कर दिया. And that is where we realize that the bigger problem is to be able to make sure that the basics of a kid is clear while you're admitting them. So you have to put on blinkers to the noise as well. That's very important because the moment you say that okay, this is something that I want to work on, दुनिया आ जाएगी आपको advising. As entrepreneurs, we are just too attached with our ideas. And on day 1, the solution that you make will absolutely change on day 100.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Badlav Unplugged, Conversations that Inspire. This is the podcast where we bring to you stories of change makers and leaders in the space of social impact who are driving real change, real impact in communities around them. Join us as we uncover the insights and inspiration behind their stories of change. With us today, we have Dr. Srishti Sharma. Srishti is a serial entrepreneur. She is the founder of Shakti Wearables, which is a company that creates wearable self-defense products for women. Srishti has also been awarded with a lot of accolades. She has recently been recognized as Asia's most innovative women entrepreneur by the Young Entrepreneurs Forum. She has also figured in the top 50 women entrepreneurs list by PwC and the Confederation of Indian Industries. We're so happy to have you with us here, Srishti. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Namrata. It's an absolute pleasure and honor to be here and chatting with you. Looking forward.
Thank you so much for being here, Srishti. And before we move ahead, something very interesting. As a student of Delhi University, Kalandi College, Srishti had also been a part of CDF's Global Changemaker Labs, which is the program that we run across colleges to get young people engaged and interested in the space of social impact. Okay, Srishti. So, for starters, we would like you to take us to the very start. How did your story, your journey in social impact begin?
Absolutely. So I think it all began with the sentence that you just spoken. So it all started with CDF and the Changemaker program. So as a first year student, I'm a passer from Kalandi College, Delhi University. Just experimenting, really don't know what you want to do in life. And then there comes this opportunity where, even new students can actually have a platform to explore and experiment and get discovered to this entire world of entrepreneurship. So CDF is again the playground that I got when I entered college, and I started CDF chapter in Kalandi College. I would say by far that definitely has been one of the best decisions that I've actually made, because college mates usually assume, that this is your fun time and, when you're doing lectures, you just go and party. There's nothing wrong with it. But having a platform to really experiment is something that I've always been grateful for to CDF. So it actually started with Connected Team Foundation. I started a CDF college chapter in my college. I remember, being the only one and going around and saying, ऐसे society हम लोग कुछ खोलते हैं, and it's so exciting, and there's an opportunity where we can actually go on ground and do something. So interviewed 100, 120 girls, and then out of them, 13 of them. And so, that was a team of 13 girls in total. And that's how it started. And when we actually, used to get mentor sessions by Amit sir, and we realized that, okay, we can actually have these projects, not just limited to ideas, but can actually go on ground and experiment. So Kilkari was the first chapter that started. It started accidentally. And I never knew that encounter would actually be my welcome to this world of entrepreneurship. Because when you're a student in college, you don't know what you need to do. I was studying economics honors. I was doing actuarial science. So the best that I could have thought of कि चलो ठीक है एक अच्छी डिग्री मिल जाएगी and then you will get a good job and I'll be done for life.
Yeah.
So at that time you don't think that much, but during this entire encounter और जब हम लोग किलकारी start कर रहे थे, I realized that dude, there's something that can allow you to change lives and really impact. And that feeling when you see that because of your work, a life is being changed, that's incomparable. I mean, even if you give me $1 billion today versus if I get a chance to be able to really change somebody's life, I would absolutely choose the latter. So yeah, Kilkari and CDF is exactly how it started, and that's the reason I'm always super grateful for this platform, because this was the beginning of this entire battle that I'm in on right now. Yeah.
That's really kind of you to have talked about how CDF has been so impactful, and we'll talk a little bit more about Project Kilkari, because this is one of the most successful projects that we've had as a part of Global Changemaker Labs, because you've also helped create a model that has been scalable, because that's important. It has been replicable. It's now running across over 8 chapters of CDF across the colleges. You were a teenager working on this project. When you were doing that, what challenges did you face?
Sure, Namrata. So if I talk about challenges, I think Kilkari started with us getting an assignment from Connecting Team Foundation, where we were told that, okay, now your task is that you have to find a problem, create a plan for it, go out and execute it. So as young college students, and I'm sure a lot of young kids or, okay, I won't call them kids, young students that are watching it, we are full of ideas. Every day, aapke dimag mein, so ideas have no limit, right? So one day you get up and, okay, this is what I want to do. Second day, you're like, nahi, ye karunga, thanks to Shark Tank and all these platforms. So yeah, similarly, I mean, we also had like a list of 20 ideas that, okay, let's see what is it that we want to do. And I always say that, I mean, if you want to really find an idea, especially in the social space, you don't focus on finding an idea, you try to find a problem that you really want to solve. And that is something that we were taught, that, okay, forget idea, focus on finding a problem. So, okay, we thought education is a problem. It's not a new problem, but it has been into existence. What's the best we can do? So personal story behind this is that when I was taking my admission into Kalani College, or जब initial days पे आप form fill करने जाते हो, so I was in my car and I was coming back after filling the form. By that time, I was not aware that I'm going to get into that college. And during that time, I was sitting in the car. I very clearly remember this personal space where there was a very small kid, 3-4-year-old kid, barefoot, doesn't have clothes on the body, and he's just smiling and he has a newspaper in the hand. I noticed that kid, and I saw that वो बच्चा भीख नहीं मांग रहा था. He was going car to car or auto में हर जगह जाके was saying कि क्या है. So he was doing some actions and he was trying to show somebody something on the newspaper. So I was very curious, and thank God by the time वो green light नहीं हुआ था, the kid he came to my car and I was driving. So I lowered the window shield and I was like, आप क्या दिखा रहे हो इसमें क्या? तो उसने मेरे को बोला ये क्या लिखा है, मुझे समझना है, मुझे पढ़ना है. And it was an English newspaper. So the curiosity of that kid to be able to learn was actually my point, or just my eureka moment. Ki let me at least see what it is, because you usually don't see kids with that much curiosity. So I parked the car. I was like, आपकी मम्मी कहाँ है, आप कहाँ रहते हो? So आज भी आर के आश्रम में मेट्रो स्टेशन के नीचे एक बंजारा कम्युनिटी है. They still live there. So these are people, they don't have kacha houses or pakka houses. They live on streets and they sell all these balloons and thoda bahut material, and that's how they run their livelihoods. So there was a big community and they had these kacha tents, and I went with the kid to that place. And I asked the mother उस वक्त अवेलेबल नहीं थी, सिस्टर अवेलेबल थी, और सिस्टर बड़ी थी, 15-16 साल की थी. तो मैंने कहा कि ये बच्चा इतना पढ़ना चाह रहा है, तो आप क्या स्कूल वूल नहीं लेके जाते? तो शी इज लाइक, दीदी हमें पढ़ाना है, मुझे भी पढ़ना है, बट हमें कोई एडमिशन नहीं देता. एंड दिस वाज द आंसर दैट आई वाज नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग. तो मैंने कहा एडमिशन कैसे नहीं देता? गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में तो देंगे ही देंगे, आपको कैसे नहीं मिल सकता? तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं, प्रिंसिपल हमें मार के भगा देती है, और वो ये बोलती है कि तुम सड़क के बच्चे हो, तो तुम हमारे स्कूल का एनवायरनमेंट खराब कर दोगे. तो मैंने कहा ये तो आप झूठ बोल रहे हो. सो लाइक नहीं दीदी सच में. तो मैंने कहा चलो मेरे साथ. वेरी लकीली आज भी वो स्कूल है, रोड क्रॉस करती एनपी गर्ल्स स्कूल है. गर्ल्स नाम था बट वो कोएड स्कूल था. तो हाँ वो कोएड स्कूल था. या सो दैट्स व्हेन आई रियलाइज कि नहीं यार पास में, तो उन्होंने जाके पूछा होगा. सो यार एक्चुअली मैंने कहा, तो मैंने ऐसे अनाउंसमेंट किया वहां पे कम्युनिटी में. मैंने कहा किन किन बच्चों को पढ़ना है. तो फॉर्चुनेटली देयर वर 13-14 किड्स. हाँ मुझे पढ़ना है. मैंने कहा लाइन बनाओ, लेट्स गो एंड सी, बिकॉज व्हाट्स द पॉइंट नम्रता, अगर मैं जा रही हूँ, मैं बात कर रही हूँ, एंड आई जस्ट लिसन टू द प्रॉब्लम एंड कम बैक, देन व्हाई डिड आई गो देयर? I don't want an add-on into my theoretical knowledge. If I'm going and I'm asking about the problem, I should at least try to find a solution for them. So that's the reason it was very spontaneous. Made up a line, we went to the school. The guard actually stopped us. He's like, आप अंदर कहाँ जा रहे हो? मैंने कहा एडमिशन कराने. कहाँ क्यों नहीं जा रहे? तो कहते कि आप अकेले जाओ, बच्चों को बाहर छोड़ के जाओ. So I'm like, क्यों? कहते नहीं नहीं, आप छोड़ के जाओ, ये बच्चे तो ऐसे ही यहीं घूमते रहते हैं, हमने इनको देखा हुआ है. Very surprisingly, when I went aside, I went to the principal room और she entertained me well. उन्होंने मेरे को बिठाया, बात की होगी, तो मैंने बोला मैम ऐसे बच्चे हैं, इनका एडमिशन कराना है. And I was expecting, because she represents the principal of a government school, she would be aware enough and wanting and willing enough to be able to at least provide basic education to all these kids. Surprisingly, she said the same thing. कि नहीं, मैं इन बच्चों का एडमिशन नहीं करूंगी, ये गाली गलौज करते हैं, मेरे स्कूल का माहौल खराब करेंगे. I actually took that as a challenge. I went back home, I studied about, I took out all these articles that under any circumstance, you cannot deny a kid his or her right to admission. तो पूरा रिसर्च किया, पेपर्स निकाले, वापस गई. कट शॉर्ट करके लिटरली 1-1.5 महीना लगा. बहुत बात हुई, इतनी बात हो गई कि मुझे उनको अनफॉर्चुनेटली थ्रेटन करना पड़ा कि मैम अगर आप एडमिशन नहीं कराओगे तो मुझे पुलिस को बताना पड़ेगा, तो आप प्लीज इनका करा लो. Literally with that police complaint, she agreed and we got those 13 kids admitted. I was very happy. I'm like, oh my God, I've changed the world. I'm so good, all of that. As a kid, you're stupid. That happens.
It's also very
It is good. It is, exactly. So now I can't express that feeling. How happy I was. I was just happy. After a week, I went back just to see that, now I'm so happy. वो बच्चे भीख मांग रहे थे, वो स्कूल जा रहे होंगे. It's such a big transformation that has happened. Out of 13 kids, Namrata, 8 बच्चों ने drop out कर दिया था. And that was a time when I was like, dude, it's not worth it. मैंने आपके लिए 1.5 महीना लड़ी, मैं गुड़गांव से आई, मैंने आपका एडमिशन करा, आपने स्कूल ही छोड़ दिया, फिर तो लोग सही कहते हैं कि आप लोग पढ़ना ही नहीं चाहते हो. That was the time when we encountered the real problem that helped us to start Kilkari. So the problem was not कि बच्चों का एडमिशन नहीं हो रहा था. एडमिशन होने के बाद भी, as per right to education, the government says that whatever your age is, you will sit in that standard. So if a kid is 10-year-old, irrespective of anything, उसको 5th standard में ही एडमिशन मिलेगा. Irrespective उसको ABCD आता है नहीं आता, कुछ नहीं आता. So that was a problem. Now these 13-14-year kids, they don't even know what the basics of ABCD are. अब उनको आपने as per law 9th standard में बिठा दिया, वो बच्चा क्या समझेगा? उसको कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा. That was the real challenge.
Yes.
कि law है to protect the right of education for a kid, but what about the sustainability of it? And that's the reason these kids, they went and they sat in the classes, but उनको कुछ समझ ही नहीं आया, so they dropped out. Right. And that is where we realized that सिर्फ admission कराना is not the thing. Admission तो हो जाएगा, but how do you sustain it? And that is where we realized that the bigger problem is to be able to make sure that the basics of a kid is clear while we're admitting them. And that is how we started Kilkari. So this personal experience and the problem statement I identified there, luckily in 2 months via CDF ka challenge, we were supposed to kind of build something. And that was the time I realized कि नहीं, this is something that needs to be worked on, and that is how it started.
I think that's very nicely and very comprehensively put. That your intent has to be in the right place.
Absolutely.
And you have to also understand why you want to go into the impact space. Go without any expectation of external gratification for the work that you're doing. Shabashi for the work that you're doing. Pat on the back that yay, you changed our lives. And understand that what you achieved as a college student, I think, is something very critical, because in your journey, you ultimately understood what the root problem was, and that helped you address it precisely. And that also took some trial and error. So it's a long, tedious process. So having your intent in the right place and understanding your why is definitely very critical if you really want to make change.
Absolutely.
And this is the spirit that you've carried forward in the next couple of years as well. And right now, you're working on something very significant, very close to you, Shakti Wearables. So let's talk about that. Tell us about the story behind Shakti Wearables. What was the inspiration and what was the reason that you wanted to focus on women's safety?
Absolutely, Namrata. So thanks to Kilkari, that now with the kind of experience that we had, we were able to expand and all of that. And of course, the kind of impact really amplified. So now you've tasted that. Very early in life, that okay, I know that there's something called as social entrepreneurship or some sort of model I can create, and that will help change life for real. That is something that was the core reason then, and that's something which is the core reason now. It's not Kilkari, it's now Shakti. So the story behind this is, just for a brief, Shakti Wearables is actually India's first street smart product startup, where we are creating innovative products in the category of personal safety and general defense. Simplify karte hain. Personal safety mein, women's safety is the first problem that we are trying to cater to. We were very clear, we are not the first ones to be identifying that. A lot of people have done that before us. A lot of people will continue to do that after us. It's quite unfortunate, but a crime like rape gets committed every 16 minutes in this country. we've had Nirbhaya case, we've recently had Kolkata case, so the problem remains. So the initial idea was that, okay, because there's a structure that can allow us to fight with problems or change significant problems, let's think what can be done around women's safety, because unfortunately it still is very relevant. And if I just don't talk about these heinous crimes, I think, and I personally feel, I don't know if you would vouch for that or not, एक safety का issue या खतरा दिमाग में हमेशा रहता है. So it's as simple as, you know, if my brother reaches home at 11, my dad won't be that worried, versus if I haven't reached my 9, he would be freaking out. Irrespective of how tired I am, I cannot sleep in a cab. I do have to make phone calls telling the person कि हाँ मैंने आपको location भेज दी and all of that. So I think सिर्फ बड़ी चीजें नहीं है, छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. When you're out, you're always cautious कि मुझे कोई घूर तो नहीं रहा है, कुछ हो तो नहीं जाएगा. I better reach at the right place. Or if I'm out at night, I should be having a male partner and all of that. So I think a lot of females resonated with it, and that was, of course, the main thing. So I always say this, for me, lucky enough not to have like a personal story around it, but being a woman and being an entrepreneur, I understand the problem, I feel for it. And as an entrepreneur and as a social entrepreneur, because I've already tasted this entire impact-oriented approach, I would wanted to replicate that. So that's how it started. The idea was simple. We do have pepper sprays in the market. We do have SOS application. But फिर भी crimes कम क्यों नहीं हो रहे? Can we make a better solution around it? That's it. That was the initial seed thought. And that is where we started thinking, chalo, what is it that can happen? So very briefly, for this to make sense, we have actually created a handband very similar to a Apple Watch. तो जैसे Apple Watch पहनते हो, वैसे हमने एक handband बनाया है. And how it can prevent a lot of these crimes, or how can it ensure the safety of a female, is that if you're wearing it and maybe you're traveling, say, alone at night, हम हॉस्कास में कहीं भी हैं, और आपको लग रहा है that your safety can be compromised in any of these ways, or you just feel unsafe, there's a button attached on this wearable. The moment you press this button, it activates 3-4 features simultaneously. तो सबसे पहले तो एक बहुत जोर से अलार्म साउंड, बजिंग साउंड बजेगा, that take the people close to you aware कि अच्छा कहीं से आवाज आ रही है, maybe somebody close to me needs some help. Second is the location sharing feature. So आप जहां पे भी खड़े हो, उसके नियरेस्ट 5 किलोमीटर्स के अंदर जो भी पुलिस स्टेशन होगा, उनको ऑटोमेटिकली एक SOS मैसेज चला जाएगा आपकी लोकेशन के साथ. So you don't have to take out a phone and send somebody location. That happens automatically. And your location also goes to your friends and family. And it can be live tracked for the next 8 hours. So location sharing is the second feature. And I would say the USP of this device is the non-deadly electrocution part here. Okay. So when you press this button, in simple words, some electromagnetic wave comes on the dial. And for example, if you are wearing it and I try to attack or harm on you, and you place this dial with my skin for 2 to 3 seconds, it gives me a very powerful non-deadly electric shock that can actually lower down my nervous system for 4 to 5 minutes, again in a non-deadly way. So you, immobilizing somebody for a temporary time, or stunning somebody for some time, so at least you get some time to run, escape, or call for help. Because that is a problem. Even if you have a pepper spray in your bag, during these attacks, आपको time ही नहीं मिलता कि आप बैग खोल के pepper spray निकालो और उसको use करो. Usually इतने time में crime commit हो जाते हैं. SOS app के साथ भी, again with due respect, I'm not disorienting these solutions at all. SOS app के साथ भी जब तक location जाएगी, कोई help करने आएगा, उतने time में crime commit हो जाएगा. So the idea was very simple. Can women of India today have something that allows them to react on spot immediately and allows them to react in a very limited time? Because you usually don't have time during attacks.
Because I completely agree with you as a woman that to give you a brief observation, it's just that roads for women are a mode of transit. Yeah. That's all. To get from point A to point B and do so safely. However, for a lot of other people, for men, roads also happen to be spots for recreation. You can see them gathering in groups in the evening, talking, chilling, chatting, but that is not something that you will see groups of women do ever. We only see it as a mode of transit. जाओ, इधर से उधर जाओ, वापस आओ, safely आओ, कैसे जा रहे हो, location share कर दो. That is, which is why the fact that you've identified that problem and created a solution, and one that is so unique, is something that's quite intriguing. So, could you take us to the process of conceptualization? कैसे आपके idea, मतलब कैसे आपका idea develop हुआ for this product, that these are the features you're going to have and this is the way you're going to address this problem that you've identified?
Absolutely, Namrata. Initially, very interesting observation. I love the fact that you just spoke about the roads being so different for both the genders.
Yeah.
Absolutely love this insight. But yes, coming back to how did we conceptualize a solution or a product? I would say it. So we've been working on this for now 3 years. Just miss it. More than 2.5 years have been invested into finding like the right product market fit. We always say that in the startup journey. So once we were very clear about the problem, the idea was what are the possible solutions. So जब आप solutions की बात कर रहे थे, hardware बनाएंगे, software बनाएंगे, then you go into the market and then you try and find as to what are the similar products. What is it that people have tried to do it, and if they have tried something similar, why it didn't work. So for us, that was the process. We came across a company called Lee Wearables. They raised $1 million funding. They wanted to create lockets. Same way. So if you feel threatened, you just press on the locket, your location goes to the police. I found those founders on LinkedIn because this is something similar to what I want. And I was like, listen, I want to meet you. Let's sit and talk. So you have to be jugado in that sense. So I find people and I take time. I'm like, listen, I need to sit.
Yeah.
So I met the founders and I asked them that, guys, this is an amazing idea and a product. And you guys have raised $1 million funding. What went wrong? Because then it was there for a year or so, but then they had to shut it down for whatsoever reason. We won't discuss that. So that is where I got an insight that location sharing is not sufficient enough. Even if the location goes, जब तक help आएगी, crime commit हो जाएगा. Then we tried to figure out, we spoke to a lot of women, and that's what we do for us to be able to, and in generally, I firstly feel that we follow the same protocols when we are doing or running Tilkari as well, that you need to speak to the community for whom you are building a solution or the product. So for us, it was very simple. We went to women, we were asking them, women from different spaces, working women, non-working women, college-going girls, school-going girls, housewives, we went to them and सबसे पहले तो problem validate किया कि जरूरत है because a lot of people were telling us कि 2023 में women safety, come on. 1970 में बात करो तो it makes sense. Now तो women are thriving and they're working and all of that. So I'm like, so you have to put on blinkers to the noise as well. That's very important because the moment you say that, okay, this is something that I want to work on, दुनिया आ जाएगी आपको advice देने. So it's very important to filter out that advice also. So that's what we did. We go to the community, we speak to women, we try to understand, number one, if what we think as a problem is a problem for them or not. If it's a yes, great. This is what I'm thinking as a solution. What do you think would be an absolutely imaginary and a perfect solution to a problem that you feel is a problem? So if I come to you, Namrata, is women's safety a problem for you? Do you feel scared? You say yes. So if I say that, okay, you imagine if God comes and say कि चलो नम्रता मेरे को जो बोलोगे मैं वो बना के दे दूंगा women's safety के लिए, that you feel safe, what will you do?
Right.
Exactly. It might sound a little non-bookish, but that's exactly what we did. So we went to women, like आपको क्या लगता है हम क्या बना दें? वहाँ से बहुत ज़्यादा ideas आते हैं. So and I personally feel, and I would advise that it's very important that you go and talk out to people because as founders, as entrepreneurs, we are just too attached with our ideas that what I've built is amazing. नहीं आप गलत बोल ही नहीं सकते, मैंने बोला है ना. So you fall madly in love with your idea that you just don't want to listen to the market. And I think that's the worst thing that you can do to yourself, and that's absolutely going to hamper your growth. So for us, this is how it started. फिर किसी ने बोला कि मैं तो मिर्ची डाल दूं आँख में अगर मेरे साथ कोई ऐसे करेगा. फिर वहां से समझ आया कि मे बी देयर सम लिक्विड दैट वी कैन पुट इन अ वेरेबल कि आप ऐसे ऑन करो तो उसको लिक्विड, ब्लाइंडिंग लिक्विड होता है, वो चला जाएगा तो उसको दिखेगा नहीं, आप भाग सकते हो. सो दैट इज वेयर वी रियलाइज दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द वुमेन don't want to re-attack the person, they just want to get away from the situation safely. That was the seed thought, okay, now let's try and understand what is it that we can do. They were like, okay, electrocution is something that makes sense. Again, it was too vague as an idea for the team. And they started saying कि आप तो पागल हो चुके हो, आप बिल्कुल सूडो फेमिनिस्ट बन चुके हो, हम लोगों को इलेक्ट्रिक्यूट करने लग जाएंगे, लोग मर जाएंगे, क्या होगा? बिकॉज आइडिया है ना, तो आइडिया में तो एवरीबडी विल गिव द फीडबैक. And stun gun is banned in India. So that's the closest. कि stun guns are these guns where you stun somebody तो उससे बहुत powerful shock लगता है. और इंडिया में वो banned ही इसलिए because it's deadly. So it was too imaginary as a solution कि आप non-deadly current भी दोगे, फिर वापस खुद को नहीं लगेगा, क्या होगा? So that is how it started. So for us, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, might be repeating कि 3 साल में हमने 2.5 साल सिर्फ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाने में लगाए. And I think the best way to work out it is that you have to know that on day 1 the solution that you make will absolutely change on day 100th. You cannot expect, आपको अगर लग रहा है कि मैं 4 स्टार्टअप या एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की वीडियोस देख के पेन पेपर पे सोल्यूशन बनाऊंगा और ये परफेक्ट सोल्यूशन, ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होने वाला. And that remains the same when it comes to business model and all of that. We won't get into it. But even if you're trying to find like the perfect solution to it, just know there's no perfect solution.
Yeah.
It's a continuous process. You need to go out and specifically take feedbacks very seriously. क्योंकि initial ideas पे जब engineers बैठे थे 3 महीने में बन जाएगा. इसमें तो ये तो बहुत आसान है. 3 महीने में बन जाएगा. 2.5 साल हो गए. अभी now we've theoretically got the product market fit. And self-electrocution in itself is a very difficult technology. So you need to know. But again, we'll come back to the challenges वाला question जो आप पूछे थे. Because the why was clear, we're able to survive that. वरना 2.5 साल पैसे कहीं से नहीं आ रहे हैं. Revenues आप कर नहीं रहे हो. इतनी कोई $1 billion फंडिंग आपको मिली नहीं है. I am not a billionaire who can invest my own money, at least when I'm starting up. How do you survive? Going back to why. That okay, this is what I want, and if this happens, it's going to pay off for everything. So that is, I'll conclude it in a line, Namrata. I personally feel at Shakti that if because of our product, one less rape happens in the country, it will pay off for the hard work that we've been doing. And that's exactly what the end goal is, and that keeps us going. I won't stretch it for too long now.
But you've given us a very good idea of all the challenges and the hurdles that you have to cross. Because having an idea and being absolutely attached to that idea
is
something that we call the monkey trap. You know, that you have that idea, you're not willing to let go of it. And that keeps you from arriving at a product market fit that you talked about, which is very interesting. And so many iterations.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you've taken us through the journey of conceptualization and development of this product, it also makes me think, as you yourself mentioned, that there needs to be money put in. You need investment, you need support, you need mentorship in order to be able to create multiple iterations, in order to be able to ultimately arrive at a product where you feel satisfied and your user group feels satisfied that yes, this is what we needed. Right? Now, as a woman navigating the space of entrepreneurship, did you face any challenge on that front? Because we talk a lot about gender equity, we talk a lot about things like, yes, women are also, shattering the glass ceiling. They're everywhere now. And they're taking up spaces which were erstwhile very much male-dominated. But you, as a woman entrepreneur and a solo female founder at that, what kind of challenges did you face when you were trying to build Shakti?
Absolutely. Trust me, Namrata, as much as I hate talking about women equality and women empowerment in today's time, I just feel that it's absolutely important because I started Kilkari in 2017. Not very far. I know it's been time. But 2017 is not that time where India is that regressive. Or at least, fortunately, we come from families where my parents at least made sure that they never make me feel that, you cannot do anything just because you're a woman. So I've always felt that I've been loved more than my brother. Okay. So fortunately, coming from that family. So when Kilkari started, or at least the journey was starting, you go out with the mindset that, okay, gender equality to bahut piche ki baat hai. Now everything is equal, and I've been made to believe that, fortunately. But you get a reality check when you eventually and actually enter the world. The problem was pretty relevant there. I wish I could say that it's not relevant now. It still is. I've absolutely had my share of challenges. So some of them being rejected by investors purely because I'm a woman. So let's not name the organization and the investor. So I remember going to an investor specifically and saying that's a ye product hai, this and that. And the feedback after the 20-minute pitch was that Srishti, as an entrepreneur, you're a 10 on 10, but I don't invest into female founders because you girls are so confused. तुमको एक दिन सिलाई कढ़ाई का काम करना होता है, एक दिन मेकअप का काम करना होता है. And I don't think women are serious when it comes to business. So this is anyhow a pre-assumption, Amrita, that women, they're not good. They cannot be good at business. They're not good at numbers. They don't know what valuation is. How will they talk about company growth? They don't understand, this aggressive business atmosphere. They say business is the man's game. Another very interesting conversation that I had is again an investor saying ki, chalo sab theek hai, I'm thinking, but I'm not getting that surety to be investing is because I'm just scared, Srishti. I was 22 at that time. Ki you're 22 right now, you will get married off maximum by 25 or 26, I'm assuming. तो शादी हो जाएगी, बच्चे हो जाएंगे, तो फिर पैसे का क्या होगा, बिजनेस का क्या होगा. एंड आई वाज जस्ट अज्यूमिंग कि यार 26 साल के लड़के की भी तो कभी शादी होगी, तो आप उनसे तो ये क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते होगे कि शादी होगी, बच्चे होगी तो क्या होगा. सो व्हाई एम आई बीइंग आस्क्ड दैट क्वेश्चन. So I think situations and direct encounters on faces like this really made me believe कि yeah, this problem still exists, and trust me, now I'm openly talking about it, but at that point of time बुरा लगता था. मतलब I remember going back and locking myself and crying for 3 days कि I did, you know, you reject me on merit basis, I'll happily accept that. You tell me you're not good at this, I'll go back, I learn it, and I come back stronger. So that is something I can work on. But if you already said that everything is good except my gender, I cannot do anything about it. So being rejected on something that I don't have any control over is the worst kind of rejection that you can face. But having said that, and that is where I realized, Namrata, that this is the reason we don't have a lot of female founders, or I would say solo female founders. Today, I'm absolutely saying that India is progressing versus what it was in 2015 or 2017. We now see more women in business or more women in power, but we were just chatting about this, right? That it's still single digit. I mean, it's still a countable number that, okay, हाँ, ये 4-5 चीजें हैं. And I do this. So whenever I go and take sessions on entrepreneurship, my first question is, anybody in the audience just raise your hand and give me the names of 5 Indian entrepreneurs. तो 5 मेल नाम ही होते हैं. Then I tell them कि अच्छा, you stand, you know, you don't sit down and give me name of 3 women entrepreneurs. They don't have names. They don't have names. And thanks to Shark Tank, now people say, okay, Vinita, Namita, and yeah. So now they know it because of Shark Tank. But वो भी 3 नाम ही पता है. 3-4 नाम पता है, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं पता. So that is where I realized that this is a problem. It's actually the surroundings and environment, and more importantly, the mindset of people that kind of come up with this pre-assumption that if you're a woman, you're just meant to either stay at home, or if you're going out and working, listen, just be satisfied with getting, say, limited salaries, and just don't be too over-ambitious and think of creating businesses and legacies on your own. But again, the solution is that you can't sit hands on hands and wait for people to really realize that, okay, I as a woman can also be a great businesswoman. No. I am going to prove them wrong with my work. Let's keep it that way. That is exactly. And yeah, that's how it happens. So again, not boasting about it, but we recently, I was talking about the show that we went on, Lions Den. So I was technically the only solo female founder. So there was no female co-founder as well. And our startup actually raised the highest investment on the show.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. So yeah, so that's the idea that, you know, if you just sit hands on hands and get into this petty sympathy wala thing that, oh, you know, I'm just being looked down because I'm a woman, it won't work up that way, ladies. Just realize it's a problem. If you feel bad, just feel it. I mean, you are allowed to cry, you're allowed to kind of let go of those emotions, but don't settle down or don't just stop your journey, because I've seen that a lot of women are not able to take that supportingly. You're not able to take that supportingly because what's the point if my work is not being recognized or I'm being discriminated on my gender? तो मैं क्या करूँ? मैं छोड़ ही देती हूँ ना. ये सबके दिमाग में question आता होगा, but don't stop there. I think the time when you hit your lowest, that's the time when you have to pick yourself up. That you've said what you've said. मेरी बारी. I always say this. Now it's my turn, and I'm not going to make a noise about it. I'm going to prove you wrong with my work very respectfully. That's it. That's what I believe in, and that is what I wish I could just go and personally advise every woman out there. Don't let it stop you. Really. You will thank yourself for not giving up at that point of time.
Right. So women also need to recognize that they have the agency to lean in. They have the agency to leverage resources at their disposal to make the best of their abilities and not let gender come in the way.
Absolutely.
Of course, we would like structures to also change around us so they don't keep posing themselves as hurdles.
Exactly.
But then at the same time, we must not undermine ourselves and our own capabilities, as Srishti here has also shown us, you know.
Yeah, that's why the name is Shakti.
Yes.
Again, no branding here, but Shakti means power.
Yeah.
And for us, I mean, I now strongly believe in that as a woman, you have all the power in the world to be able to change the game. Just don't allow yourself to give up.
Yeah.
And Shakti, you mean, is one of the name of Goddess Durga also. And India is a place where we worship women goddesses in majority. So no other country does that. India is doing it. So just know women, I mean, goddesses exist and so are you. So we as women need to realize our own power.
Yes.
And I think sisterhood is very important because unfortunately in today's time, it's actually a woman bashing the other woman down.
Yeah.
And that's very, very bad.
Yes.
Men don't do it. I think men don't even care. They don't care. So I've usually seen that. So I think realize your own power and just support other women in the best way that you can because it's needed.
Yes. to have that community, and like you said, it's important to have that conversation out there, amplify that narrative, and for women to also know that they're not alone in this.
Absolutely.
There are other people who are facing the same challenges, other women who are facing the same challenge, and together we can achieve it. Right?
Absolutely.
In the end, after having talked to you about your journey, having learned about your challenges and how you've navigated them, we know that you've had a fair share of experience so far as an entrepreneur. For young change makers out there who are listening to this episode, who are watching us today, what message do you have for them if they want to create something that is A, innovative, and B, that can create sustainable change? What is your message for them?
Absolutely. I think 3 pointers would be good to summarize this. Number one is, again, this might be the third time I'll be repeating it, but please know your why. Because I'll tell you why, Namrata, it's very easy to kind of get distracted, or I would say attracted by the glamour of entrepreneurship today. Thanks to Shark Tank, everybody thinks that it's so easy to get an idea, go on a show, get 100 crore valuation, and then you are set for life. Don't let that fool you. TED Talk is not the reality. Forbes magazine is not the reality. Shark Tank is not the reality. So don't get attracted by what the glamour side of entrepreneurship is being shown to you, because that happened with me initially. Now I've given 5 TED Talks. I gave my first TED Talk at 19. But for me, one of the motivating factor then was कि मुझे TED Talk देनी है. And now I realize that that's a very stupid thing to start up. So the first thing is that know your why, and know your why in true sense. I'm not saying पैसे के पीछे मत भागो. पैसे के पीछे भागना बहुत जरूरी है. It's very important to be financially sustainable also. But अगर सिर्फ पैसे या फेम को एंड गोल लोगे तो ज्यादा लंबा नहीं चल पाओगे. सोशल स्पेस में तो बिल्कुल नहीं चल पाओगे. It's very important. फिर बिजनेस कर लो, ट्रेडिंग कर लो, कुछ भी कर लो. So don't do that. So know your whys and don't be attracted by just the glamour. That's not the reality. Second and more importantly is just do it. I strongly feel in. There are a lot of ifs and buts. Abhi, I'll come and I'll give some advice. You might have 20 other guests, and everybody coming with their own great experience and giving advices. ठीक है, सुन लो, it's good, but just go for it, because trust me, they say you cannot learn how to swim if you don't jump into the pool. And that's exactly what happens with social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship in general. आप 1000 किताबें पढ़ लोगे entrepreneurship के बारे में, but if you don't go out and execute it, you will really not understand the game. So the second advice is just go for it. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's a very solid note to end on. Understand your intent, have absolute clarity about your why, and keep introspecting and searching for your why. Because until you've found that, you'll probably not be able to sustain yourself or be in this space for the long run. And secondly, of course, take the leap, guys.
Absolutely.
Just do it, right? Yeah. So take the leap.
And we're not promoting any brand here.
Not promoting any brand here, but have faith in yourself and your capabilities, and take the leap and not wait for when you've graduated or when you're in a better space or when you're bored of your corporate life to then start doing something impactful. Yeah. Thank you so much once again, Srishti, for making the time and sharing your insights and your experiences with our listeners. I'm sure there'll be very important takeaways and meaningful takeaways for them from this episode. And thanks to all of you for tuning in for another episode. We'll see you again next time. All the details about Shakti Wearables and Srishti's socials will be mentioned in the description. If you're interested in reaching out to us or being a part of the CDF family, our details will also be mentioned in the description. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great day.